Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Last Shot podcast with Julian Serrano O'Neill and Zachary Hiddenden. Today we have a phenomenal guest who is a poet. She is phenomenal, and as you all know, we have several series in which we focus on Black Lives Matter, sports, politics, and this is our arts section, our entertainment, our passion area that we pay so much attention to. And so, Zachary, go ahead and take it away, good brother.
Okay, so Divya, do you want to explain much about yourself? Give us a little background.
Well, I am Divya Adu, and I am a self-published author. I do have 3 poetry books right now, and I just released my 4th book, which is part of a series. It's called the Black and White series. And yeah, I think that's basically it. I do offer writing classes for people. So I do one-on-one sessions through Zoom. I teach people how to write. I help them with their work. I help them become self-published if they want to take their writing to that next level.
So is that a career goal that you're trying to do? You trying to be in education, or just like helping people out with their creativity?
No, I don't have an interest in education at all. It's just I know when I first started becoming a writer, mainstream writer, because I've always written all my life, it's just hard to get noticed as a writer. There was no one providing the service that I provide to people where they can actually sit and talk to someone who's been through those steps. And I said, you know what, on my free time, I'm going to do this because it would have helped me had I had another writer who's already done these things already sit and explain stuff to me. So I think it's just a way to help people, especially young writers, new writers. I get people of all ages, but it's mainly geared towards people who like writing. They just aren't sure how to go about it.
Okay. And can you say what inspired you to start writing?
My childhood. I've been writing since I was about 6 years old. My teacher at the time, I believe that's first grade, she saw that I was writing in class whenever I would finish my work, and she just said, you should get a journal and do these things. So I started with diaries and journals, and then they became poetry as I got older. And then I started around the age of 14, I started putting things on like Wattpad, and people would gravitate towards it. So then that's how it became. Like I didn't even imagine that I would be a full-time writer or even a public writer. I just liked writing. But then it became my job. So I was like, okay, I can do this. My hobby turned into a career. So I'm very happy about that.
So, okay. That sounds really nice. So has there been any emotional impact when you're during the writing process while writing a book or on yourself? Any emotional impact on yourself?
Oh, definitely. Because I only write what I know, meaning as a poet, I write my life experience. So if I've written about it, I've gone through it. And a lot of times it's like, okay, do I want to tell the world about this or do I want to keep this to myself? So it's a constant battle inside. Like, I'm an artist, but at the same time, it's like, dang, I don't want to put all my business out there. But at the same time, I can only write what I feel. So it's that aspect of it. And then there's another aspect of it where being self-published, I have to do everything myself. Like there's no extra company backing me. There's no one saying, hey, Div, if you mess up here, we'll got you here. It's just me. So I have to do everything by myself. It's very stressful, but I do it because the reward is nice. I enjoy it. I enjoy the process.
Okay. So actually, so how did you get self-published? I want to understand the process about that.
So there's different ways you can do it. Avenues such as Amazon, they provide that. Barnes and Noble provides it as well. Or you can do it through companies like Blurb. They're like if you just go on the internet and type publishing agencies, there's avenues to do that. It's just what works for you. Whereas I could have sent my manuscripts for my books into big publishing companies and had them publish it, which some people should do if you just don't have the means or you don't want to do all those steps yourself. But of course, if they don't approve you, whereas self-publishing, you're already approved. There's nothing that, as long as you're not submitting like hate speech, they can't not approve what you've written. So I wanted to do something where I was like, okay, I want to put something out I can do this, and I'm just going to self-publish it. I can always republish with the company, but for right now, especially in my beginning stages, I just wanted to do it myself so I could learn the process myself.
Okay. So what's your recent release of your book? Can you tell the viewers like what's in it? Like, you know, what's the content? Like, what's the scoop of what's going on?
Okay, yeah. So it's called Divya Adu, the Black and White series, uncut, and I entitled it the Black and White series because it's a photo book that it has my poetry in it as well. And the photos are black and white. There aren't any color photos, but they're variations of black and white because there's different tones you can do with black and white photography. Um, and yeah, it has different chapters. There's 6 chapters. Each chapter basically has a theme. And I really just wanted to do something where I haven't seen another poet do it yet. If they have, I haven't seen it. Um, I showcase my face, whereas a lot of writers, they just focus on their writing. They don't really want people to see who they are or what they look like. And I'm like, okay, I love photography. I've been to school for photography. I do it on Instagram, so I might as well put never before seen photos of myself and never before read poems that I've written into a book. And it came out to about 230 pages. I'm very proud of it. So.
Okay, so tell the viewers and the readers where to purchase your book that you just released.
So you can purchase it on blurb.com. That's BLURB.com. And you can type in Divya Adu, or you can go to my Instagram page at Divya Adu on Instagram, and it's right in the link in the bio.
Okay. Okay. So with current recent events going on and events that have been going on for years with the Black community, how has that affected your mental, or how has that affected you spiritually when being creative or when in the writing process?
It's definitely affected me because my reader base isn't just the Black community. So as an artist, I struggle with, do I say this and potentially lose my non-Black, readers, or do I say this and help my Black readers? So there's a constant battle with that. But my thing is, I think I've learned this year that I'm a writer. If people want to read my work, they're going to read it regardless. If they don't agree with it, they can always not read. But it's to the point where it's like I can't compromise my identity because I am a Black woman. I can't compromise my identity and my voice and what I feel, because some of my readers might not get it or understand it. You never know that whatever I say could be a way where they're like, well, if she's writing it and I love her work, maybe I should see more about this. Maybe I could help. So I that's really what I've been dealing with. And also because when it first started, all the marches and everything, I was on the front lines of that. Like I was out there marching, I was out there creating care packages and kits and things like that. So I really wasn't writing. It was more so taking in what is happening and allowing myself to feel so that I could write about it. I don't think I've written a lot about it yet that I put out. Have I written about it personally? Yeah, but I don't think that I've put anything out like a big, like multiple pieces, maybe 1 or 2, but not a lot.
So would you say, Julie,
so at the beginning of this, you told us that your inspiration for your writing is your life. So
right.
For me, I'm gonna just get right into it. Who are you?
Who am I?
No.
Well, I'm Divya. I'm a young Black poet. I'm only 20 years old. Trying to make a name for myself. And if that includes writing, if that includes teaching people how to write, if that includes writing songs, if that includes writing scripts, it's just anything to do with writing where I can get my voice out. I enjoy allowing myself to feel, writing it down and producing it for other people to read, because other people might be feeling what I'm feeling. They just don't understand how to put it into words or how to put it into context. And I help them with that. If they read my work, it's very relatable. I enjoy being relatable.
Zachary, you were going to ask a question.
Yeah. So I was saying with Black Lives Matter, and I was saying, how would that inspire any future works or any future projects that you got going on?
I think it will. I don't want to say it will inspire anything in the, as far as like books or poetry, but more so when I step into the realm of maybe filmmaking and writing for film or writing for music and things like that. I think that's where that avenue of talking about that comes in at. I would love to do it for my writing. I'm just not there yet. I try to plan out what I'm going to do. And if I don't fully have a full vision of it yet, I just don't want to put just anything out. Because I have to sort through my own emotions. If I write about it, then I've healed from it. If I haven't written about it, then I'm still working through it. So I just think it's important that I get my thoughts together before I try to put whatever I'm thinking or whatever's up in my head out into the world.
Okay. So I know we're coming up with a new year coming soon, and we have a new election coming soon. So you got any resolutions? You got any things to say to people? You know, any hash outs? Any?
Like New Year's resolution?
Yes.
Personally, I don't believe in resolutions. I think you should just be working on yourself throughout the year. I get people do it. I just don't think you should wait till the new year to have that resolution. I feel like if you feel like you need to lose weight now, start now. If you need to want to be a writer now, do it now. If you want to start a podcast now, do it now. You know, so
Okay.
I just go
I'm
ahead.
Oh,
No, go ahead.
So to the point, to further go into Zachary's questions, in terms of your writing, what does 2021 look like for you? I know 2020, you released your own self-published book, over 200 plus pages of just content that you've felt in your spirit, in your mind. What does that mean for you going forward in 2021?
So in 2021 will be a planning year for me as far as books go. I definitely need to prepare for this is the book that I just released is a volume 1. Of course, I said it was a series, so it's the volume 1 of the Black and White series. Now I'm in the stages of planning volume 2 for the Black and White series, which won't be released in 2021, but I still would like to plan and prepare for that. But I am trying to take my writing to the next level as far as songwriting. So I'm trying to get into that avenue because I've done the books that I wanted to do for right now, if that makes sense. And I just want to take that next step. I'll be 21 in November, and I just feel like that's the next step in my career that I would like to take.
Okay, so bridging your poetry and the songwriting, possibly writing movies. When all of this is said and done, you know, these are some goals that you have, but when it's all said and done, you're coming down, winding down in your career, in your life, what is that one major thing that you want to have had accomplished?
Definitely directing. That's something that I definitely to write a movie and direct it myself. I definitely want to do that before I want to say the age of 35. I feel like I can do it. It's just trying to get into the room to learn, to observe, and then do it myself. Is going to be the hardest part, but I feel like once I'm there, that's probably the thing I'm going to be most proud of.
Wonderful. That's amazing. You know,
Thank you.
Zachary and I are always looking for people to be on our show that are living in their passion. For a lot of people, they find jobs and work to do, and they're not really living life. They're just going day by day, you know. And someone who enjoys what they're doing, they find the passion in it, and they're setting their goals based upon that journey, is something that we look for. You know, that's something that we love to highlight. For me, you know, Zachary knows I've written poetry in the past. You know, it was something that I enjoyed, and I developed that through theater. You know, so when Zachary and I sat down and we started this podcast, we said, cinema, television, emergent media, poetry, anything that falls into that art, we want to highlight. You know, so many people focus on just politics, just entertainment or just sports. We wanted to get in and dive into everything so that we could highlight as many people as possible. And so, you being here with us in this moment, one is showing that there are so many people that are living their passion. But it also shows that, hey, we're doing what we said that we would sit down and do. And I'm just glad to hear everything that you're doing. There are so many people that I know for a fact want to publish books, that want to share their writings and want to do this and want to do that, but they just don't know how to go about it. And you are a testament to someone who has buckled down and done that. So there's so many people that will tune into this and they will hear your story. They will say, you know what, maybe I can turn my life and use it to express and aid other people.
Right.
And so for that, we are extremely excited to see you doing that. That is that is something that I personally enjoy to see. um, and so with that, I'll turn it back over to Zachary for any other questions that he may have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you.
So we do need more Black women directors, Black women writers. So I am actually happy to hear um, that testimony from you. It makes me have hope.
Yeah,
Um,
we definitely do. Definitely.
so I'm gonna ask. So, what genre of film are you most accustomed to?
Most accustomed to? I guess drama. I mean, I enjoy films that make me feel something. So it doesn't really matter if it's a romance or if it's drama or it can even be action as long as I'm feeling something. I'm not one of those people that just watch a movie just for the actors, if that makes sense. I want to, how is this movie written? What are the colors of these? Like, I love small details in film. So that's something that's very, very important to me when I'm watching a film. And yeah, if when I become a director, that's something I'm really gonna focus on. Definitely the script, definitely the placement of everything. I just think that's really important. I think films are important. Yeah.
So, do you think films today has lost the sense of making people feel, or how about catching people's emotion?
Uh, no, I don't think so. I really think it depends on who wrote it and who's directing it. Everybody has a different eye. Um, Two different directors can direct the same film and it will look different. So I think
That's true.
perspective is very important. Um, so I don't think personally my favorite film right now is The Photograph, and that's what 2019 I believe that came out, 2020, and I love that film. Like, and it's relevant and it's of today. And I think most of my films were made within the last 30 years. So it's most of my favorite films are made within the last 30 years. So I can't really say it, they've lost the touch to make people feel something because I felt something. So
Okay. Okay.
I just think it's subjective. I really do think it's subjective. Every film isn't going to touch everybody. So, and everybody isn't going to get every film. For example, I watched Burning Cane on Netflix by Philip Humans, and I thought that was a great film, but I recommended it to someone else, and they did not see it as that. And I was like, how could you not? But it's perspective. So,
Yeah, this is true. So when you're watching a film, what you say you have to feel it, but what do you feel? What would grasp you in that movie? What will pull you in? Is it the delivery of the message? Is it emotion? What exactly gets you interested in a movie?
it has to be the whole experience. I'll say that. So not even just the script, but even the score. that's in the movie. Even like I said, the colors, the way it was directed, the panning, the way the camera, it's a full experience for me. I really don't care who's in it as long as they're doing the part justice. And I can enjoy, don't get me wrong, I do care about the acting, but I can still enjoy a film even if the actor is not executing it properly. Just because I have a high respect for the script or even the way it was directed.
Okay. And so while we're here, I do have a few other questions.
Mm-hmm.
One, is there anyone in your life that truly influenced you to really take this initiative on and to really, because I know you said this was something that for you were like, do I really want to put my life out there, my feelings out there? Was there anyone in your life that really pushed you to do it?
No, I've had more people in my personal life say, well, why do you want to do that? Why do you want everybody in your business? Why do I think I pushed myself because for a long time, especially being in college, I've changed my major like maybe 3 to 4 times because I'm not even an indecisive person, but it's like, I was trying to make other people happy until I finally said, okay, I don't even like this like that. Like it's cool, but this is not something I can see myself doing every day. So what can I see myself waking up every day doing? And I said the only thing is writing. Like I have to be doing something in some way, shape, or form of writing or literature, things like that. So I was just like, I'm gonna do this, and it got done.
Okay, and is there any piece that you would like to read now for the audience to get a little taste of your writing?
Um, I didn't prepare anything. I do have the book right here, but I don't think I prepared anything. I mean, would you guys like me to read something?
Just to give the audience a little taste of your work.
Okay. Uh, I guess I need to find a good one.
While
Sorry
you do,
about that.
do you have something else? Or
No, go ahead.
okay, I was gonna say while you do that, Zachary, you know, in the world of writing and entertainment, what what pulls you? What grabs you into a movie or a TV show or someone's writing? What pulls you, Zachary?
So my focus of writing and creativity, I have been trying to I actually have a project called Astro Max I told you about that I'm actually trying to write, focusing on the astral realm. But my shift changed actually at Morehouse, to be honest. So you remember when I wrote into Introduction of Film, um, um, I actually learned some things about film. See, I was just watching movies just to watch movies, but now I'm watching movies to understand and to feel and to, get a hindsight of what it's actually about. So, you know, like when we watch Endgame together, I watched it the first time and it was all right. You don't remember I told you about my opinion on that, but
Yeah,
then I watched it again and then I was like, huh, they're telling a story. They're telling years of story. And we talked about telling years of stories with it penned out in 10 years. So I was like, I actually appreciate that type of creativity and that type of creative process. And you actually um, gave me pointers and you actually gave me opened my mind up for a broadened experience of what, movies and what entertainment, what,
that's
creativity and imagination can be.
that's deep. All right, so I know we have a few minutes left. Were you able to pull something up?
Yeah, I found one. I think I've read it before on my page, but why not read it on here?
Wonderful. Take it away.
All right, so this is from the last book that I released, the Black and White series, and it is called Serial Lover. If all the men in my life loved me the way I love them, I wouldn't be broken. My scars wouldn't exist. My dead baby would be alive in my arms, and I'd be a good woman. Sadly, I have a habit of picking men that destroy more than they build. I have a habit of sleeping a little too long, and I miss my alarm for the walk of shame. I was a serial lover, but I am no more. Lessons get learned, numbers get blocked and doubled up into commas, never stressing it. I'm just used to sharing it. I was a serial lover, but I am no more. So, Serial Lover by Divya Adu.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. Ladies and gentlemen, like we said, we're always going to pull some of the best people for you guys to hear about. That's what we do here on the Last Shot podcast. And as you heard it, that was a very deep piece. So if you want to read more, if you want to buy the book, you can definitely go on to the website and on to our social media. We will also have it there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming here this evening, just to share yourself with our audience. To share your work. That is simply amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it so much.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you for coming, Zachary.
Oh, okay. Well, it was a pleasure having you. I hope you have a blessed day, blessed year, blessed mind, blessed soul. I would like for you to come back sometime and, share more of your works.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
No problem. And that's blurb or blurb?
Blurb, like BLURB. Blurb.
Okay, blurb. Okay.
I can send you all the links and stuff.
Okay.
If you would like, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Wonderful. And we'll definitely get that up on our social media, our website, so that our audience can definitely see that.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to the Last Shot podcast with Zachary Hennedy and Julian Serrano O'Neill. We are on all streaming platforms: Anchor, Spotify, Apple Music, and many more. Come back and join us in our engaging discussion.